girl, you look a little restless. Yeah, well, you need to come on with me, because I'm going where the fun is. Come on, don't get lazy now. Just a little bit up the road. Just around the bend. There's something going round inside my head. I think it's something I feel. Something unreal. And so I see my world is upside down. But there is nothing to fear. My vision is clear. I know it's good. Whole lot of fun going on. Come on, girl. There's something going round inside my head. I think it's something to feel. Something unreal. And so I see my world is upside down. But there is nothing to fear. My vision is clear. All my roads lead nowhere. What lies at the end? Yeah. Reach your destination. What you find is you're not burned as your burn. Start it again. So get up, get it on. Try it again, girl. Get up, happiness just round the bend now. Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right, we here. Let's get it on. Y'all ready to get it on? I'm ready to get it on. Yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into this. Uh, Welcome to the realest podcast you ever gonna hear on YouTube. The realest podcast. Yeah, because a lot of this stuff is watered down. A lot of it is sugar coated. For the internet. you know. But here's where we can get raw and uncut in the space, and I can tell y'all what really is going on. I can give you the real see because I don't got no image to uphold. No image to uphold, and I don't, you know, I'm not a friend of this world and the things that's going on here in this world. So we're gonna give it to you raw and uncut, as always. This is where you're gonna get the realest take on every and anything that's going on in the three-dimensional world, what our purpose is in the fourth dimensional realm, who we really are as American Indians, or excuse me, American indigenous people, right? So again, you're gonna get everything, all real, raw and uncut truth, real truth, not my truth, not somebody else's truth, the truth, just the simple, plain truth, the real truth. So with that being said, in the name of Amen, the Supreme, the all-powerful, the one and only true Lord, and Amen we trust, and Amen we thank, and Amen we continue forward forever. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I'm your host, the intellectual Lord, Benjamin Manhattan, and this is High and Mighty Thoughts with me, the intellectual Lord, Benjamin Manhattan, and I'm going to be discussing my take on Joe Biden pardoning his son. Sometimes I got to speak on this. Sometimes I got to speak on this popular news. Even though I don't really care too much about the popular news, but I always give y'all deeper meanings behind these things that's taking place right in front of our face. What Joe Biden showed you in pardoning his own son is what all of these so-called politicians have always been about. They're about favoritism, right? The law only applies to certain people. They letting you know right in your face. It's about favoritism. It's about the law only applies to certain people. You see, they about they families and whatnot. It's the same thing that's always been going on over here. You see, the laws apply to us, me and you, right? The laws apply to us, but it don't apply to them. You see, they don't arrest each other. They don't prosecute each other. They're not doing that. You see, they're not doing that. And like I said, Joe Biden got that position. You got certain people that wouldn't even pardon their son because they're trying to make a point that everybody is expected to follow law and order. And that's what they tell us, right? They tell us that everybody's expected to follow the law and the order. And it's supposed to be even worse on his son, because how was it that your father is the damn president? He was a senator and all this, and he had no problem with signing bills that sent people to jail. People that didn't look like him sent people to jail for 25, 30 goddamn years on drug offenses and whatnot, non-violent crimes. They sent people to Joe Biden with a stroke of a pen, incentivized the police to lock these people up for damn near forever. No violent offense, nothing. You got a lot of people sitting in jail and whatnot for selling drugs and doing things like. Not that I agree with people selling drugs. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting up here taking up for drug dealers. I'm not sitting up here taking up for drug dealers and things like that. But nor am I taking up for drug users, right? Right. But if you got people that's sitting up here, if you got people that's sitting up here and they got no problem with setting their own king free, setting their own family free, then they saying the law don't apply to us. That's what they telling you. Now, had Joe Biden been a so-called black president, a black man, right, and he would have pardoned his son for doing drugs or whatever Hunter Biden got caught up in, because he's a cokehead, right? He's a cokehead. You see. He messed with that coke or whatever drug he messed with allegedly, but not so allegedly, because it came out. You see, but they letting you know the law does not apply to them. They hypocrites. If Joe Biden would have been a so-called black man and he did the same thing for his son, oh, you soft on crime, you pardon him, he should get the same treatment. You see all these Caucasians, all these other people out here talking about how you should lock your son up, he should know better than anybody and whatnot. You probably would have seen Congress or somebody been like, hey, maybe this is fake, this is nepotism, you're not supposed to be doing that, everybody's supposed to be under the law. What kind of message you sending? They sending the real message. They're sending the real message. As far as I'm concerned, the real message is the law don't apply to us. That's the real message they sending. Like when in Vietnam and all those wars, World War II and whatnot, they made sure the heads of state and these people, they made sure their children wasn't in World War II and Vietnam on the front lines risking their life. They made sure of that. They made sure that their families ain't going to die, but it's okay for yours to. It's okay for your family to go die. It's okay for your children to get locked up, and people like Joe Biden and white racist judges sitting up here telling you that you got to do 20 years or 30 years. It's okay if they bias and they make sure they'll sit up on the damn judge's bench and let go of damn rapists and serial rapists and all kind of and people that have committed murder and whatnot. They'll let those people go from the damn judge's bench and whatnot if you got the right complexion. You see, they're allowed to do that, just like they're allowed to send you to jail based on how they feel. This is what the law is based on, how they feel. This is what they're telling you the law is based on, how they feel. You see, and I wouldn't have no problem with the law being set in stone and you can only give this and you can't give no less than that. But they let these people, the judge should not be allowed, to decide what they want to do with the person. They shouldn't be allowed to do that, because if this judge got biases and he decide, oh, well, I'm going to lock this person up because I don't like your skin color, I don't like your people, I'm going to lock you up for 20, 30. Nobody says nothing about that. Is this really a justice system? Or is it a just us system? Is it a just us system? It's a just us system. That's what it is. It's a just us system. It is not fair to everyone. It's not. And it's not that he's showing you, Joe Biden's showing you that they're not here. They're here to give certain people preferential treatment, and others they get locked up. They get to be in prison, locked under the jail for things that they would pardon their own children for. Joe Biden's son will never see a day in jail. You see, he's not gonna let his son go to jail. You see, no matter what he do, they're going to try to get that. That's why I say, like I said, man, listen, these crackers look out for themselves, man. They all about themselves, man. Stop thinking about some law. It makes me sick when I hear this guy, Dr. Richie, the guy who does Undisputable Truth. You know Dr. Richie, the guy that do Undisputable Truth? He always come up here talking about how black people, so-called black people, are getting assaulted by the police, getting jumped on by this or getting done this way and getting all this racism done to them. And I'm like, he tries to sit up here and act like, oh, well, the law says this, and he starts trying to break down the law, and the law says you're supposed to do this, and he starts to get technical. But I'm like, come on, bro, stop with the trying to get technical with the law nonsense. You already know what it is. Why are you trying? It's just these Caucasians in power. They're gonna look out for themselves and not for nobody else, especially not people that look like us. That's the reality of it. There's no justice system. There's no justice system. There's no fair justice system. There's just a system that they created that they hide behind. And they push their racism, their bigotry, and their unfairness. Like I said, I don't care that people are racist. I don't care about that. I don't care about people being racist. I don't care about people being bigoted. I could care less about that. I don't care if you don't like me, because 9 times out of 10, I don't like y'all. The majority of y'all, I don't like. That goes for the majority of people out here I don't like. But if I'm sitting in a seat of authority and I have to make a decision based on what's fair, you see, what's fair, What's not based on my opinion, not based on my bigotry, not based on whether I like you or dislike you. The law shouldn't be based on it, because see, when you do stuff like that, what you say, what goes around comes around, because it's going to come a time where these very people who are sitting up here passing these laws, passing these things, again, there's going to be a time. Trust me, I feel there's going to be a time where they're going to be on the hot seat and they're going to be in judgment. They're going to be put in judgment. They're going to be on the hot seat and they're going to be put in judgment. All of these people who sit up here and keep this corrupt system going, where they're allowed to use to create a racial privilege for certain people, and others, they get straight to jail. You see, that's why I say, black people, y'all wasting your time voting in these elections, man. You wasting your goddamn time. Anybody that's telling you that your vote count and that, yeah, I'm going to keep my vote and I'm not going to, listen, man. I told you the only reason they want so-called black people to vote in elections in this country is because they want the American indigenous people, who they know we are, so-called black Americans are the real American indigenous people. They want the real American indigenous people to be in alignment with the corruption. I want you to understand what I'm saying to you. They need the American indigenous people, the real Americans, the original Americans, us. They need us to agree. They need us to agree with the corruption and the policies here in the society. That's what they need. They need us to agree with that. You see, that's how this society keeps going. Because if they didn't, why they care if we vote or not? Why do they care if we vote or not? If it's all about, if we only a small percentage of the population, they say we only 13%. Why you care about 13% of the people if we should be nothing? We shouldn't have no kind of lobby or nothing. Why do they lobby and have this black caucus and all this other BS? Why do they lobby to try to get so-called black people to vote? Why is our vote so important? Why are you going out your way? If we don't want to vote Democrat, if so-called black people don't want to vote Democrat or Republican, who cares? Who cares? You don't see, let me tell you something. Do you ever see the Democratic Party or the Republican Party, do they really campaign for other people's votes? Do they really do that? I don't really see them doing it. Every time I see them campaigning, because it's already set in stone. A certain group of white people are going to vote Republican. A certain group of white people, or those classified as white, are going to vote Democrat. They never sit up here. They never sit up here and try to kowtow or placate to those other groups of people. You know why they don't do that? Because it doesn't matter what white people vote, whether white people vote Republican or Democrat, it doesn't matter. That's why you never really see them trying to get votes from white people, so-called white people, Asians, and all those other people. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm asking a question. Have y'all ever seen them try to really campaign to other races of people other than so-called black people? Because that's all I'm hearing. That's all I'm hearing. Have y'all ever seen that? Have y'all ever heard of them sitting up here campaigning for other races of people? They already know, people already set in stone who they're going to vote for. Not that and the vote matters in that this is a way for the corporations that really runs America to know what the citizens of this country, what the consumers of this country are thinking. You want to know, you want to have ears to the ground. You need to know what the citizens are thinking. Because see, if the citizens, if you don't know what the citizens are thinking, the corporations, then anything can happen. You see, this is why the corporation controls politics. This is how you know corporations control the politics, because they're the ones who, issue out the resources, mint the money, send out the money, keep all, a credit of everything that's going on through the computer. This is how they're able to do that. You see, and they need to know how people are thinking, how people are voting, what people want. See, because this is how you head off revolutions and things taking place where people start to, people might start thinking about uprising. People might start thinking about uprising. People might start thinking about, just tearing up stuff. Again, they try, as corporations that want to do business steadily, They don't want any uprise. They don't want any people turning up and destroying property and doing things and disrupting the city. They don't want that. So they try to keep their ear to the ground and make sure what people want. They want everybody participating in the process, in the voting process. But my question is, my thing is, why do they care if black people vote, if so-called black people are a minority? Why do they care so much? Why do they care so much about black people voting if black people are a minority? They're only 13% of the population. I heard one time, well, you black people only 9%. They used to say 12%. Now it's 13%. Next year, it'll be the next 2 years, 2030, it'll be y'all are 30% of the population. And let me tell you something. A minority could do a lot. A minority could do a lot, especially a minority of people who control the culture. Keep in mind, as messed up as black people are, black people still control American culture. Hell, we are American culture. Think about that. We are American culture. We are. There's no American culture without so-called black Americans. There is no a culture of America. Who else is bringing culture to America but so-called black Americans? You tell me who. You tell me what music is popular here that didn't come from black Americans. You tell me what food here is popular that didn't come from us. Europeans, this country is not popular because of white people. It's not. This country is not popular because of white people. This country is popular because of black Americans. That's why this country is popular. That's why people care or like American music. That's our music, our food, our dances. You see? That's culture. See, watching us play sports. That's culture. You take our people out of American culture, then what you got is a dry, stale version, a slightly hip version of damn England. And those of you who've been to England, England is the whitest place. But like I said, what gives everything its flavor is black Americans, so-called black Americans, bronze Americans, as I say, bronze Americans. So what do they want? What do they want? They want you to keep embracing degeneracy. They want you to keep embracing policies and things like that when our people should be embracing law and order. They want you embracing policy and corruption because that's what this society runs on. This society does not run on law and order, as you can clearly see with Joe Biden partnering Hunter Biden. This society don't run on law and order. It runs on policy and corruption. You see? It runs on policy and corruption. And policy and corruption is in alignment with corporations. That's why you got a president and a vice president of the United States. This ain't nothing but one big giant ass corporation, and all the little corporations that run it together, they all together working systematically to keep certain people in the forefront. They keep these people out front because all a politician is a spokesman for the corporations. I'm going to say it again because these niggas that's claiming they know so much about politics, you niggas don't know nothing about no politics, man. They don't know how this thing really runs. They don't. They don't know none. All these niggas talking voting Democrat or Republican. They don't know how none of this stuff runs, man. And it kills me because these niggas always sit up here talking about, oh, well, we know, you left or on the right side of the left. And listen, man, these are all the same people, man. These are all the same people. They all friends. They all drink together. They all go to the little clubs, the little freak offs on Epstein Island. These people all together, they know each other. You see, on both sides, Democrat and Republican. It's all the same. And they all bipartisan against black Americans, so-called black Americans. You know the real American Indians? Because they know. They know our people, the real American indigenous people here. They know our people, the real American indigenous people here. And I told you, y'all need to stop trying to understand why we get treated unfairly in this society. We get treated unfairly in this society because we're not immigrants like everybody else. The white man's an immigrant. He's not a real American. White people are not Americans. Asians are not Americans. These Mongolians who call themselves Native Americans are not real Americans. We are being chastised because we are the only real Americans here in the Americas. We are the only real Americans who are indigenous to America, so-called black Americans, going back to who we were as the American Indians, going back to who we were as the Mesoamericans, going back, we span continents. Our civilizations here in America span continents. South America, Central America, Mexico, North America. We had civilizations here way before the white man even was thinking about America. This country is new to him. These continents are still new to him. They are not new to us. If you just arrived in here 1300, 1400, whatever time they come here, that is nothing. That's not anything compared to how long we've been in America. We've always been here. We don't come from no place else. We don't come from Africa. We're not part of no monkey woman named Lucy. No, we got our own original woman here, Lucia. This is the mother of America. And you know she's not the oldest because she had to come from parents. But that being said, they know that so-called Black Americans are not African. They know we are not immigrants. They know that they can't, they would have to like literally bust in here and kidnap us and send us someplace else. They trying to make you niggas get out of America, and they trying to make you go to Africa and Ghana and all this other nonsense. And a lot of y'all simple ass Negroes would rather do that rather than stand strong here in America and build our own community here in America, our own American community. Our own American community. See, because that's the real remedy to our people being persecuted here in society. That's the real remedy, to build our own community so we have less, if anything, to do with outside society. We need our own community. We need our own community, like the Jews got their own community, like the Asians got their own community, like the Native Americans got that. No, we need our own American indigenous community, separate from the so-called Black community, because there is no Black community. We need our own American indigenous community, bronze community. That's what we need. That's what we need, and that's what we building here as the Republic of America. We're not running to the government begging them for no reparations. We're not running to the government begging them for handouts and Section 8 and all this. We can do things for ourselves, man. We can make ourselves better. We are the remedy to the problem. You see, unlike these people who sit up here on YouTube and all these other things and want to talk about the black and white problem. Listen, man, it ain't no goddamn black and white problem. There's no black and white problem. They're supposed to, because our people ain't supposed to be, we're supposed to have outgrown blackness. The only reason why there's still a black and white problem is because a lot of y'all want to remain as black people. You want to remain under that classification that the government gave you. And like I said, under that classification, our people have been dying ever since. You see, the only solution to our problem in America as American indigenous people is to stop being black. Stop being African American. Cut that nonsense out. Cut that BS out. We don't need, again, our troubles in this country come from us being black people. That's where our troubles come from us being black people, not from no damn white people. Because see, white people feast on black people. They feast on each other. They go hand in hand. So there will always be clashes here. There will always be corruption here. Again, we need our own community to make ourselves better as a people. Our own American community. And we don't need Muslims there. We don't need Christians there. We don't need Israelites there. We don't need no Pan-Africanists there. We just need American indigenous people, American people. We are the American community. We are. And listen, let me tell you something. Stop letting these niggas sit up here and try to tell, oh, F America. Let me tell you something. Anybody that's telling us about F America, and America, this, that, and the shit, and they talking shit against America. Any so-called black person that's doing that, don't trust them. Don't trust them. Any of these pro-black Pan-African goofies that sit up here telling us F America, oh, America, KKK, and all this other shit, they keep trying to attach America to white people. Stop attaching America to white people. This is our country. This is our home. Stop trying to attach America to white people and everybody else. They're foreigners here. They are foreigners. But you got a lot of these pro-blacks who you think they saying something powerful or revolutionary, like Khalid Muhammad used to do that BS. Khalid Muhammad used to sit up here and talk about F America, burn in hell, America. Why are y'all talking about burning your homeland? This is our homeland. America is our homeland. We was here before everybody. We watched the white man, the so-called Caucasians, the Europeans. We watched them come to America. We watched the Mongolians come to America. Some of us mixed in with them. So we are the original Americans. So by getting you to be anti-American, it's like you being anti-you. because you the only real American. By you saying you anti-American, by you saying you African-American, you giving away your American roots. You cutting your American roots. You giving away your American bloodline. Our bloodline is long in this country, the oldest. Our bloodline in this society is the oldest. Ain't nobody older than us. We didn't come from no Africa. We've always been here. And they got y'all talking about going to Ghana. They get these Hollywood niggas to come up and talk, well, we won't get a house in Ghana. We're going to go to Africa. We need to go and embrace Africa. No, we don't need to go embrace no goddamn Africa. No, we don't. We don't need to embrace no Africa because we're not African. We don't need to embrace Africa. We Americans. The only real Americans. The original Americans. Y'all done lost your goddamn minds. And I told you, I said that a lot of these niggas, even the ones that's waking up to the fact that we the American Indians, I told you, eventually they're gonna acquiesce and they're gonna start calling themselves Black Native Americans. I know that's coming. They're going to start calling themselves Black Native Americans. They're going to circle right back around to the black thing again, making it seem like you're not the genuine, authentic American because you got the Americans and then you got the Black Americans. So who do you think when you saying, oh, you got the American, then you got the Black American, that's like saying you the secondary people that's coming behind the real Americans. No. We're the only Americans. We're the only Americans. In our community, when they ask us what we are, you know what we say? We American. We American, original Americans, or first Americans, American indigenous, or just American. Just American. And that's real. And we shouldn't be supporting none of this stuff, man. The policies of the society. We shouldn't be supporting no voting. We're not supposed to be supporting that. We're supposed to be supporting our community. Stay out of the way of the government, man. Stay out their way. Stay out of their way. Don't participate. Stay out of their way. We need our own path. We need our own direction. We have our own direction. Join the Republic of America. ROAworldwide.com. Join the Republic of America. Become a registered American in the Republic of America. Because the same way, because that's all these Caucasians, all these people here in America got. Y'all always talking about the system of white supremacy. The system of white supremacy is just white people sticking together and staying on, as Tariq Nasheed say, staying on code. You so-called black people, y'all can't stay on no code and y'all can't stick together. That's why it's better just to have a selective group of our people form the community and leave the rest of these Negroes behind, man. Because a lot of you Negroes, y'all just going, man. The black man, the black woman, they going, man. They're not going to be part of the future, man. They going. They still believe they Africans. They still believe in voting. You niggas still eating pork. You still drinking milk, cow's milk, and eating pork. That's played out, man. Just like being black is played out. Being black is played out. Hell, ask Serena Williams. On to her now. Now, of course, Serena Williams bleached her damn skin. Of course she did, man. I don't know why you trying to save face. I'm about for all the haters. Ain't nobody hating on Serena Williams. Nobody care about Serena Williams. You got your caveman. You got your caveman and your little mixed race mutt. Nobody hating on you. Nobody cares. You just look ridiculous out here, looking like a damn sick ass Doberman pincher in the face. That's what she look like, a sick ass Doberman pincher in the face, a pale Doberman pincher. You see? That's what you sitting up here looking like. And Serena Williams, you said a long time ago. You online try to say that. You didn't say, oh, if you're not with a woman, as a black woman, you got to either be with another woman or you got to be with a white man. In other words, your handlers was not going to accept you being with a so-called black man because, see, that's not the optics they going for. All the so-called black females out here who have some sort of so-called importance in society, like a Serena Williams, which she like I said, you just a goddamn tennis player. You're not performing brain surgery or heart surgery. If you're going tomorrow, nobody cares Serena Williams or your sister, because y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of goddamn sellouts anyway. You see, you love straddling Zaddy. Y'all love straddling Zaddy. You live in that world. You live in that world. You can lay with a caveman and with somebody with some uncooked meat in your mouth. You can lay with that and have no problem, bitch. You sick. You sick. You look sick mentally. You as sick as you look you are mentally as sick as you look physically. You out of your mind. You done mixed your seed. You destroyed yourself, ho. You see? So go ahead and be with Brad. Bitch, don't nobody care about you lightening your skin. Who cares? You a relic anyway. Nobody give a shit. We care about as much about you as Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. Black people, so-called, y'all shouldn't give a goddamn. You see? You shouldn't. She's nothing. She's like a damn sick-ass Doberman pincher in the face, man. Yeah, you got vitiligo like Michael Jackson. You dyed you bleached your skin. And you look even more dumber because you still got them hard ass features and whatnot from your father. You got them hard ass features and whatnot. And you trying to bleach yourself to look like Brad. You see, you bleaching yourself to look like Brad. Well, go ahead and bleach yourself again. This is what I've been saying to y'all about as we are coming up as bronze people, because we walked away from the black race. See, the nigga woman, she's the reason, Eve, aka Evelyn, she's the reason why we walked away from the black race, man. She's the reason why bronze people should walk away from the black race, man. We are our own race, man. Fuck the black race. I said it. Fuck the black race. I said it. Because people like Venus, and I said fuck the black race, raw and uncut, because people like that are in the black race. People like that who want to kiss cave, who want to lay with cavemen, uncooked meat, who want to lay with cavemen and carry their seed and think ain't nothing wrong with it. No, you need to be amongst the black race. You need to be amongst the black race. Your black ass Serena Williams and your sister and all you sodomite ass niggas and all you degenerate ass bed wenches, y'all need to be with the black race, man. You love the beast, man. Y'all need to be with the goddamn black race. We ain't with the black race. You see? Go be with them. We don't care what you do. All you bed wenches, all you project hoes who want to be baby mamas, all you beta male simp ass niggas, y'all need to be amongst the black race. You drug dealers, you gangbangers, you scumbag niggas who prey on your own people, you niggas will need to be with the black race. Y'all are the black people. You the ones we don't want to be next to. We the bronze race over here. We raising upright people, upright men and upright women. We raising upright people. You see? We ain't got time to deal with people who are flawed in their character. We got enough scum in the black race. There's enough goddamn scum in the black race. The black race is filled with too much pork. The black race is filled with too much goddamn pork. Too much dead weight. Too many damn sodomites. Too many bed wenches. Too many bed bucks. Too many Sambo Coon Uncle Toms. You see? The hell with them. We don't need them amongst us. You see? We don't need them amongst us. You see? We don't need no ghetto hoes amongst us. We don't need no EBT hoes amongst us. We don't need no welfare and Section 8 hoes amongst us. We upright people. We work for what we get. We can serve our money. We the original Republicans. We the original royal people in this society. The bronze race, the copper-colored Americans. Y'all go ahead with that black shit, man. Go ahead with that. Every day I'm seeing the so-called black race, y'all go further and further down the damn toilet, man. Further and further down the toilet. You see? Further and further down the toilet. Further and further, you niggas sitting up here talking about some Pan-African nonsense or some black nonsense or some voting nonsense. You see? Y'all want to act like this system ain't corrupt? Yeah, it's corrupt. It's run by corrupt people, degenerate people. It's run by a bunch of degenerate ass cave people. The caveman runs the society. And you niggas get on your knees to the caveman. You get on your knees to the caveman. We ain't doing that as bronze people. We're not doing that. We don't want the black people with us. A lot of y'all that just helplessly black, man. Ain't nothing that can be done for y'all, man. A lot of y'all just weak mentally. That's how y'all been made black as a people. And Serena Williams, she's no different. She's just a weak black female. She's just a weak black female. You see? You just like I said, y'all just like I said. Let me see. Somebody said something. What did they say about Mike Tyson? Yeah, oh, now they got Mike Tyson up here talking about he from the Congo. Of course he is. Mike Tyson says excitedly it confirms that he's from Congo. A man already said he is not an American anymore. Man has already said he is not an American anymore. Oh yeah, Mike Tyson. Well, I'm not surprised. Somebody was showing me something what Mike Tyson was saying he from the Congo. Then Mike Tyson go live in the goddamn Congo, nigga. You might well go live in the Congo after you threw that damn fight. You say anything now. So anything Mike Tyson said at this point, it don't matter. He belonged to the beast, man. He belonged to the beast. I'm talking about our people as Americans, resurrecting our people as Americans, as the American culture, man. We need to resurrect our people. I told you, the most holiest thing you can be in this society is American. Remember I told you that's holy. Being American is holy. Just because unholy people are wearing that name don't mean the word is unholy. Again, the most holiest and sacred thing we could be here in this society is American. That is the most holy thing we could be. More than being a Muslim, more than being an Israelite. Because let me ask y'all something. Why do y'all look up the terms like Israelite, Christian, Muslim, and all these other African? Why do you look up to these titles? Why do you look up to titles that got way more dirt on it than America do? Those titles got way more dirt. Islam, Muslims, Christian, Israelite, African, those titles got more dirt on them than American. But yet y'all got no problem with taking on those dirty ass titles. See, as far as American go, because we the original Americans, and just because people are sitting up here trying to call themselves American today, don't mean that America is dirty. It's just a bunch of dirty ass people trying to put on our clothes. A bunch of dirty ass people trying to put on our cloak. A bunch of filthy foreigners that came from someplace else who now found their way to power because they done got our people sitting up here talking about we from Africa somewhere. They gonna make us say we from Africa. No, they ain't. No. We you so-called black people brought into the whole African American thing. Y'all done brought into that. And that's about right. That's about right. Y'all should that's why I said black Mike Tyson, you black, man. You black. You see, that's why that proves you could give a nigga $100 million and he gonna still be black. Because Mike Tyson shouldn't have to sell out, period, and do nothing because you made all this money in boxing, you pissed it all down the drain like black people do. You niggas piss your money away. You athletes, you entertainers, you piss your money down the drain. Because see, y'all start off in the wrong state anyway. You start off kissing these crackers' asses. You start off getting on your knees, bending over, grabbing your ankles for these crackers. And then, like I said, when they at the end of it, after they got you, and they really in debt to them and everything else, then they start making you degrade yourself, like how Mike Tyson had to do. Like how Serena Williams have to do. Because I really think she degrading herself because there's no way, because she didn't bleach her skin all this long. Why are you bleaching your skin now? You didn't do all that to yourself before. So why are you doing it to yourself now? Why are you bleaching your skin now? Because you with this caveman and you trying to be what America wants you nigga women to be. They want y'all to be a bunch of waiting bed wenches for these Caucasian males who want to just splash up in you, and then by next thing you know, you end up taking care of them. Because that's all you black females do when you get with Brad. If Brad get with you, he ain't getting with you unless you got money. If you ain't got money for Brad, because Serena Williams got more money than the caveman she with. She got more money than this caveman she with. So of course he gonna get her fortune. Don't be surprised if something happened to her or she come up dead or whatever, something happened to her. And guess who's gonna get all her money? Guess who's gonna get all her money? Ain't gonna be her sisters, it ain't gonna be her family, it's gonna be Brad and they offspring. Because she looked like she's sick. She looked like she's sick. You see, don't be surprised if she was on drugs. She was on drugs, she just had a, whatever, and she just died suddenly. Next thing you know, all her money went to Brad. You see, and good. That's good. That's good. Good for her. So American culture is our culture. All right. Let me see what else I got up here. Let me see. Let me check and see what else I got up here. Because I'm going to be back on Friday. You know me, I'm going to be live on camera. I'm going to be here on Friday. All right. All right. Let me just put this out there. Because I was going to do this, this was a saying. I said, black people only worship their ability to serve and serve the beast. That's to follow and serve the beast. I said, black people only worship their ability to do that. What do I mean when I say black people only worship their ability to follow and serve the beast? Black people find value in how useful they can be to white society. That's what black people find use at. They'll sit up here and talk about how many degrees they got and how many this they got and that they got, but they don't do nothing for their people, nor do they really do anything for themselves. You see, they don't want to do nothing for themselves. So they feel as though if they can get a degree, if they can sit up here and sit up in school or get a job or make some money, they feel like they're being an asset to society, what they really not. You can never be an asset to the society. The only way so-called black people can be an asset to America is to remain as black people. That's the only way. In other words, to remain in darkness, to remain in ignorance is the only service they want y'all to do here in America. You see, that's the only thing. So now I'm going to speak on policy and corruption because I'm going to wrap this up soon. But the policy and corruption, I was trying to explain to people how the society runs. You got policy and corruption, which runs the society. You got law and order, which is supposed to run the society. It's supposed to be lawful and orderly. But again, the foundation of the society, the United States, not America, the United States, because keep in mind, America was around, because I don't know what it is, but people think that there was no America before the United States. America has always been here and been called America. There's always been around in America. There's always been America. You see, before the United States, before the corporation came over here and took hold of North America. You see, before the corporation came over here and took hold of North America, which is the same thing the corporation does around the world when it wants to take over countries and send people in, send in troops and things like that. They take over the country's resources, send in the military and things like that, and they take over the resources. You see, that's a corporation. And the corporation's base is here in North America, but the United States corporation has bases everywhere. They have bases everywhere. This is a corporate run society. This is a corporate run. That's why they believe in free enterprise and things like that, which I don't got no problem with free enterprise. I don't got no problem with that. But like I said, it's run by a corporation, and corporations, you see, under the so-called white man are going to be corrupt because their whole thing is to take as many of the resources, utilize and have access to as much resources as possible. It ain't about the money. It's about the resources. You see, it's about the resources. And they know the resources are supposed to go to the American indigenous people. That's why nobody really wants to admit that so-called black Americans are the real American Indians, because to have the real American Indians here, to have them standing right here, you got, and again, it looks like just what it is. You're occupying someone else's country. You're occupying someone else's land. So they had to tell this lie that the American Indians was wiped out and that the Native Americans are their descendants, and that, that they had to come over here and do what they had to do. They try to justify stealing. They try to justify taking people off of their land. They try to justify it with God, with Jesus, with, oh, we needed to survive and all this other stuff. All right. Right. You see, this is why they need the real American Indians to be out of sight. And they had to create these terminologies, these false classifications. They had to create these false classifications to hide. They had to had these false classifications to hide the real Americans, the so-called Black Americans, the Black Americans being the American Indians. You see, and anyone that's not teaching that we are the real American indigenous people, like I said, I don't care who it is, because too much information is out about that. Anybody's teaching that we're not the real American Indians, then they can't be trusted, man. They're not our people, man. They blackface, they wolves and they wolves in blackface. They just blackface. They just doing blackface. They here to serve the beast. All these pro-black niggas are here to serve the white man and his society and his government. They here to serve him. Blacks are here to serve the beast. We here to raise the Lord, meaning raise the law and the order and our people as a community. So join the Republic of America, the ROA worldwide, because the people who serious about being standing up and purifying ourselves as Americans, because this we on a worldwide tour of the planet for our people who are of American indigenous stock, who want to be a part of this republic, this coming republic of culture, of heritage, of the awakening of our people, culturally awakening our people. Again, that's what we need to focus on, cleaning up our men, cleaning up our women, those who can be salvaged, because most black people can't be salvaged, man. Most black people got to be charged to the game, man. Most of you so-called Negroes got to be charged to the game. Most of y'all we ain't gonna keep going back and forth telling you y'all Indian, we not African. Y'all ain't, again, with all this knowledge that's out here, with the ridiculousness of this idea that we were brought on cargo slave ships from across the Atlantic Ocean like cargo, is ridiculous. It is simple and dumb, and on the foundation, the base of it sounds dumb. But because we have not been thinking, we wasn't challenging it. But now we are. We challenging amongst ourselves. We're not getting into no debates with nobody. Ain't no debate no more. We the Americans, man. That's it. We the American indigenous people. We already know. Ain't no more debate. Thank you, Dane Calloway, for bringing out. Thank you, Kareem Howell. Thank you, those people. But again, what's next? Remember I said that? I said, what's next after these people coming and saying we the American Indians? What's next? What's next for these people? Since you told us, okay, now we know we're the American Indians. We know who we are. We know our roots is deep in America, going back to Mesoamerica. We've been here. We indigenous to America. Now what? Now what? Now what? Now what? We know who we are. We know what our culture is. We know what our heritage is. Now what? Where do we go from here? That's what I want to know. I want to hear these people. Are we still going to be trying to be black people? Are we still going to be sitting up here trying to vote? Are we still going to keep running to the government to do something for us? No, man. No. No. What's next? What is next? I want to know what is next. What's supposed to be next, what these niggas are supposed to be saying, not Umar Johnson. He's a coon. But what these Negroes are supposed to be saying after we know the truth is community now. Now we can have a real community. Now we can have a real American community. Because we the only real Americans here. Why we can have a real American community? You know, an American culture community, American cultural community, an indigenous community. We can have that. We can have that. We can try fixing our people with the truth of who we are as American people. We can have our own law and order and codes of conduct. You know how the Jews do? The Jews, they got their own law and they order, and it works for them. That's why the Jewish community is prosperous in America. You don't never see the white man trying to get, the Jews should vote for this. And it don't matter. No matter. They see why the Jews ain't got to vote. The Jews ain't got to vote because it don't matter whether Democrat or Republican. They all going to be bipartisan and supporting. They're always going to support Israel, whether it be the Democrats in office or the Republicans. Ain't no Democrat or Republican going to say we're going to stop supporting Israel. That's why Israel ain't got to do nothing. That's why you don't see the Jews. They're trying to get the Jews. Yeah, y'all need to vote. The Jews don't vote, but they got all the power. They got all the power. Why? Because they are community. They are community. That's why they got power. They together. That's why. They don't got to vote. You don't never see them. You don't never see nobody they try to get you Negroes to vote because they know y'all ain't got no real leaders. They know y'all ain't no real community. That's why they do that to y'all. Everybody else, they don't really placate to them like that. When they do placate to them like that, that's why you got an Asian hate bill, because the Asians are together as a community. This is something black people are never going to understand. The Asians are together as a community. The Caucasians, the white people are together. as a community. All that white people don't move like individuals. They all together on some level. You see, especially when it comes against goes against us. That's bipartisan. None of these political groups support us, and they ain't supposed to. Just like we ain't supposed to be supporting and voting for them or participating in this farce of an election. Let them get these goddamn Julios and these Pacos that's coming over there. Let them goddamn vote in our place. Let them vote. And you're going to see how that's going to turn out. Because it's all going to backfire on them. You see, letting these Pacos and Julios in here. You see. Yeah, I hope Donald Trump do round all of them up and get their asses up out of here. I hope he do. That's one good thing he could do. Round them up and get them the hell up out of here. You see, round them up and get them the hell up out of here. They need to start deporting some of these Caucasians that's over here too from the Ukraine. Need to start deporting them. If they done snuck in here, just let them walk up in here. So that's all, man. That's it. I'm gonna be back on Friday, man. So share the realest broadcast, the realest podcast on YouTube. This is the voice of rage, the voice of justice, the voice of judgment, the voice of power and rage and whatnot. Because again, our people should be raging and whatnot. And I'm not saying raging out of anger. I'm saying raging and as far as righteous indignation, man. When our people are done wrong here, when our people are degraded here, when our people are not, unjustly treated here, you see, that's supposed to have a fury in your chest of unrighteousness. But you got to be righteous people. We got to be righteous people. We can't participate in the corruption and then turn around to my man, this society's messed up. Y'all got to stop being messed up. Stop being black people. Let's stand up as real Americans. Let's stand up as holy Americans. Let's purify ourselves as the real American indigenous people, as the real Americans. Let's stand up in the name of Amen as real Americans, as we are as the Amen race. So I put this message out to those who have acknowledged that they are of the bronze race, the copper color. This message is not for black people. I told you, Mentellect and everything I teach is not for black people. I'm not here to raise black people. I'm here to raise the bronze people who are not in alignment with this black foolishness, who want to stand our people up going forward as American indigenous people, as real Americans going forward. Because keep in mind, and I'm going to say this before I close out, our culture is American culture. Our culture is not Indian culture. When you talk about the feathered headdresses, no, that's American culture. That's our culture. The feathered headdress is American culture, not American Indian culture. We can drop the Indian thing because that came from the white man anyway. I'm pushing American culture, American indigenous culture, which is our feathered head crowns at times where we have a celebration. That's our history right there. We don't got to go to the next so-called Native American. Let the white man and all these other and the Asians be the Native Americans and whatnot. That's fine. We don't need, now that we know we the American Indians, the American indigenous people, we should have our own community based on that. So join the Republic of America. Join the Republic of America. You see? Right? Somebody said, can loyalty be bought? Can loyalty be bought? No, loyalty can't be bought. It can't be. Loyalty can't be bought. People who are not loyal, they're gonna see, let me tell you something. Loyalty cannot be bought. You can't buy people's loyalty. You understand? Loyalty can't, if you're a mercenary. Again, loyalty can't be bought because people, if you got that in your nature to be to betray people, to be a backstabber, then no matter what people do for you, they're gonna turn on you anyway. That's why you can't worry about that. Because the people that turn on you after people are loyal to you, the people that turn on you after you're loyal to them, they're going to get judgment for that. They're going to receive the harshest judgment for that. Because like I said, everything is based on judgment in this three-dimensional realm. The karma that we put out, the karma or judgment, as they say, is what we're going to return back to. So when you see our people getting killed out here, when you see our people getting handled by the police, again, that's going to come to all of our people. I said this, and I'm going to say this, and let me close out in this. Why are you seeing all of this? This generation is seeing all of the police corruption, police killing black people and stuff like that. The reason why you're seeing this young generation is seeing this is because they're supposed to wake the hell up. You see, the young generation, they too busy sleeping, sipping on Molly and listening to this drill and trap garbage, walking around looking like dirty damn bums and vagrants with their hair all long and looking crazy, looking like they're smoking weed all day. See, this is supposed to happen to wake them up. You see, you need things like this. They need to see young people who in their age range getting killed by the police, getting unalived, as they say, getting killed by the police. They need to see that. So they wake up to the reality of where we are and what we should be doing as a community coming together to support our people, to protect our people. Y'all not talking like that. You niggas still want to listen to drill and trap music, and I guess you niggas still taking Percocet or whatever the hell y'all taking, and drinking cough syrup and lean, and basically standing around joining gangs to kill each other. That's what y'all doing. So this has to happen to wake up a segment of our people. A lot of our people got to be sacrificed. A lot of the so-called black race got to be sacrificed. A lot of the so-called black race got to be collateral damage. You see, they got to be collateral damage. Because I said this before and I'll say this again. Everything that's happening to so-called black people is because of black people. It is because of us. Everything that happens to us is because of us. Because there's no community. There is no community. There is no standing, us standing it. Y'all want to stand as individuals. So when individuals get shot down, when individuals get beat up by the police, again, I can't be mad at it because y'all being dealt with like individuals. They know they can get away with doing what they do to black people because y'all stand together. Y'all don't stand up together. Y'all don't stand together for nothing. That's why you fall for anything. You see, it don't matter about the money. And let me just. The money don't mean nothing. You see, the money don't mean nothing. Stop with this shit about the money. Y'all don't even understand what money is for. I'm saying it's the people who say that money is the answer. Money is not the answer if you are getting money individually. Money only works for people who doing it collectively together, who bringing their money together. Like the Jewish community, they bring their money together. The Asian community, they bring their money together. They all together. See, when you are together as a people, no one can stand in your way when y'all really together and then y'all moving in righteousness. We're supposed to be moving collectively in righteousness. This is something black people don't want to do. This is why black people are going to continue to be devoured by these racists. They're going to continue to be slaughtered in the streets by these racists because black people, all they want to do is sit around and young black children, young black men want to sit around, smoke weed all day, talk about shit, do nothing all day. They're not about the evolution of their people. They rather sit around and do nothing. Just go and get their little daily bread and go back home like roaches. They done got y'all living like roaches out here. Y'all just go out here and get your little pieces of crumb, your little daily bread, your little nigger pennies. Then you run right back to your little house, your little apartment, the project, wherever, and y'all beefing with each other. That's life to y'all. Y'all become a subclass of people. Black people have become a subclass of people. You see? So, you know, the only thing that's going to help our people is community. I've been giving that answer for the last 10 years, community. And a lot of it fell on deaf ears. So if it falls on deaf ears, then I guess that means the people are deaf or they dead. That's all. That's what it means. So we got any questions before I close it out? Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions before we close out? Community is everything. Join the Republic of America. Become a registered American in the Republic of America, the 10-star confederation of the indigenous Republic of America worldwide. Join the Republic of America, man, so that we can be those holy Americans, those righteous Americans. And again, we are focused on we're not focused on politics. We're not focused on the government. We're not focused on overthrowing nothing, we're not focused. We don't need that, and we need the energy focused on cleaning us up. That's the best thing we can do for ourselves is clean ourselves up, clean up our minds, clean up our bodies, clean up our souls, and head forward and go forward. Get yourself together, young man, young woman. I'm speaking to you all, elders and whatnot. Get in line as Americans, as registered Americans in the Republic of America. We are the only real Americans, and until we clean ourselves up as holy Americans, as sacred Americans, under the direction, under the guidance of the Lord, the true Lord, Amen, from which the beast get his amendments from, right? And we clean our people self up as that race of people, that race of Amun, that American indigenous people, those real Americans. Until we stand up on that and stand tall on that as those holy Americans, as the sacred American, the real and original Americans, then we're going to continue to go through this. Well, black people are, we not. So join the Republic of America. All right, that's all. Anybody got anything else before I close out? 'Cause I'm about to close. I'm gonna be back on Friday. Clean our minds, body, and soul, man, as Americans, man. As Americans, and then you're gonna start to see things happen for us. Clean us up, man. Clean us up. Join the community. The community is about to clean up. The Republic of America. ROAworldwide.com. ROAworldwide.com. Join the Republic of America and become a registered American. Let's clean ourselves up. Let's clean ourselves up, clean our faces off, cut our hair, and be upright, clean Americans. Let our women take the funky ass perms out their hair, and funky ass weaves and blonde wigs. Well, you know, the ones of y'all that's gonna do that, y'all just for that, man. We don't want no weaves and blonde wigs and sodomites and weirdos. Nah, man. We purifying ourselves. We don't want that here. Let that go. That's for the black race. We not accepting people. We don't want everybody with us. You see, how can you tell someone has soul? How can you tell someone has soul? If you're around them enough and you see how they move and operate and whatnot in alignment, because the people that have soul are the people who are righteous people, upright people, people who have an ultra standing of what is really right and what is wrong. The people who don't have a real ultra standing of what is just right or righteous, they don't have no soul. The people who do and follow that, those are the people with souls. Because, you know, in this world, you got something that's just right and wrong. The world is, you know, it's just certain things in the world is just right and certain things that's just wrong. The people who are in alignment with what's right and what's wrong, you see, the people who are in alignment with what's right and what's wrong, those are the people with soul. The people who have a problem, they do all kinds of degenerate things and whatnot and try to act like they're self-righteous and whatnot, and you know, and that they not doing nothing wrong. Those are the people that's without soul. Those are the people that's moving on the spirit. Remember I said you got people who move by the soul and you got people that move by the spirit. Again, we as bronze people, we as the almond race, we as bronze people, we're soul people. We move by the soul, we move by the energy, we move by the heat. We move by compassion and passion. We move by what's right, not by what's black, not by what's white. White what's right. Again, we do right things. We don't do black things. We don't do white things. We do what's right. You see? And you got some people out here who do what's right. You got some white people that do the right thing within their space and time. They do the right thing. You got sometimes you might get certain black people, but for the most part, we all about doing what's righteous all the time. That's how you know who's a person who has soul. You see, we do the right thing all the time. The people who are out of alignment, they do the wrong thing and try to, you know, just cover it up and try to be, you know, in alignment with this. That's because that's a lot of the people in this society. A lot of these people are spiritually driven. And the people who are spiritually driven in this three-dimensional realm of people, place, and possession in the earth, the people who are spiritually driven, those are the people who are the degenerates. Those are the people who give into their emotions. Those are the people who do dirty to people. Those are the people who do unrighteousness to people. Those are the females who sit up here. Oh yeah, you the father of this child, knowing damn well the guy ain't. You know, they think they find folly in being degenerates. They find folly in being degenerates. You see, and it don't matter what race you are, black or white. You got people that find folly in being degenerates. Sodomites, you see, bam, sodomites, a bunch of damn gangbangers, drug dealers. These are foul people, man. These are foul people. You see, your white racists, these are foul people, foul, degenerate people. They represent the dirt, all the things that's wrong in this world. They represent the dirty glass of water. You dirty niggas that want to sit up here and sell drugs to your people, want to beat on your women, don't take care of your children. You black females who want to be baby mamas all over the place and not wives. You want to be sluts. You know, you racist ass Caucasians. Y'all all go in that barrel too, man. You racist ass, dirty Caucasians who going. I'm not talking about the white people who are decent, good people. You got decent, good people. I got to be fair. And then you got dirty ass people. That's what you got, a thing of dirty people and good people, clean people, people who are upright people. That's what we want in the Republic of America. People who have a sense of right, which is righteousness. We don't need no sick people with us. We don't need people who are degenerates with us. People who are morally bankrupt. That's what the so-called black race has become. You black females out here, the average young black female, well, what they putting out there, the black female, the average young black female, she look like a damn whore. Looks like a damn whore and a slut. You see? Or just a sloppy, nasty, whatever, walking around with the damn hair bonnets on and whatnot. You know, this is your black race here. No, thank you. I don't want to, we're not the same. Or you black males walking around with your pants still hanging off your ass. You niggas ain't got no hair cut in 1,000 years. Hair all over your face looking like black cavemen. We don't want you with us. We don't want you in our community. Go, you got that. Go, stay with the black community. That's it. I ain't got nothing else. We ain't no more questions. No more questions. No more questions. No more questions. This is a time of the real man, the regeneration of the bronze man and the regeneration of the bronze woman going forward. We here. We here. We outside in the third dimension. We here. The bronze man and the bronze woman. I'm standing up for the bronze race, not the black race. I'm standing up for the bronze race. I'm standing up for bronze skinned people. Bronze skin, not brown, not black. Bronze people. Bronze. Bronze people. And that's it. I'm going to close this out in the name of Amen, by the power of Amen. And Amen we trust, and Amen we thank, and Amen we continue forward forever. I'll be back here on Friday. I'm going to be live on camera. I need to get my hair cut. My facial hair is all grown. Now, that's not real. I don't let it get too long, let it grow out. And when I get me a haircut, I'll be back on Friday with some more raw and uncut topics and whatnot. So subscribe to my Mentellect Patreon. Subscribe to Mentellect Patreon, MENTELLECT. You should see it, Mentellect Patreon. Subscribe to my men's channel, my women's channel under Patreon, Mentellect Patreon, men's channel, women's channel. I drop some new things. I do it, like I said, I drop sporadically. I try to drop at least one every other day or every 2 days or whatever, or once a week, because I want to be inspired when I give that, because we all about quality here. I'm not quantity, you know, we all about quality there. So subscribe to those Mentellect men's channel, women's channel, the Patreon. So you can go and support the Patreon. If, you know, just $6 a month or whatever. If you want to support, that's fine. Or become a subscriber, because again, I do a lot of stuff on there that I can't do on YouTube here. Because, you know, I like to play the music and whatnot. And I don't monetize this channel, nor do I ask people for any kind of super chat or any money. I'm not. If you want to do a cash app, that's fine. You know, that's fine. But I don't. You know, I like to give something for something. I gave a community. I gave books. I gave knowledge. I gave language. I gave us our names going forward, what our direction should be. So I like to give in order to receive. So, all right. Join the Republic of America. Become a registered American in the Republic of America, because our people are the real Americans, and we should be an American community. That's our nationality. Our nationality is American, not African American, not African peer, not black, American, just American. Bronze people of America, the original copper-colored races. That's it. I'll see y'all back on Friday. I'll see y'all on Friday. All right. All right. All right. I ain't got nothing. We're going to close out. All right. Let me see. Also, check out Sister Enra Vanzetta's Ethnic American channel. And that's it. What I want to close with. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Good night.